I have no idea where I'm going and I do not care because I've got an e-bike right here and I can pedal anywhere. Yeah, dude. Hello and welcome to Pedaling Downhill. We're not out at Thunder. I'm not gonna make you guess. We're at the Nathan Hale Ray Middle School playground trails. Don't drive to the high school like we did. That was a mistake. It's only 7 minutes down the road if you make that mistake, but don't do it. Come to the middle school, that's where the trails are. Now, if my lovely wife will pan on down, I have something I'd like to share with you guys. As you can see, we're gonna be creating some much more electrifying content this summer. We reached out to the folks at Carbon because I've hurt my knee and I was looking for a way to rehab myself and get off of the Peloton bike and start loving life instead of hating life in the basement. They reached back out to me and said, sure, we'll hook you up with a Powerline SL that you can demo, you can take out on some rides, you can take up to Thunder, see what you think about it. It's not a paid advertisement whatsoever. It's not a sponsorship. So everything I'm telling you guys about this bike is how I actually feel about it. With that said, today is just gonna be an initial thoughts ride. We're gonna get out there. It's just a rehab ride. I don't even know if the tires are gonna come off the ground. They probably will. But we're just gonna shake down the bike, shake down my leg, have a good time, and then we're gonna take it to Thunder this weekend, put a few miles on the bike, put a few laps on the bike, and then we're gonna give you guys what we think of as a review for this lovely bike right here. This is gonna be my first experience with Goodyear tires. And I've always wanted to try a T-type transmission. This is a beautiful XO transmission. So let's get out there. Let's attempt to put some power down if I've got any left in this leg. And if I don't, well, there's a lot in here. Let's go. And just like that, we've got the tires off the ground already. And the knee seems to be very okay with it. Little wet roots there, little wet roots. So last time we were here, there were some pretty heavy duty climbs that were quite tough. So it's gonna be interesting to see how this place rides with the e-assist and the transmission. Because I do not have to care when I shift. I can shift when I'm pressing uphill and it's gonna love it. And I can shift when I'm in the flat like normal and it's still gonna like it. Oh yeah, and I forgot to mention, Krista is still on an analog bike. Sorry, sweetheart. Wow. That is a difference maker. You gonna be fine?
Yeah, I'm gonna ride how I have to ride. I want to be out here, so I will do what I have to do, including being way behind. It pulls away.
See, I've only got it currently on level 3 out of 5, so it's got a lot more to give. We don't need it yet. It's crazy how easy this makes it, because I do remember being quite tired after that climb. The cool part about having this is when we're at places like this that we don't remember very well, I can just quickly scoot ahead and see if we're good to go. Yup! And then Krista doesn't have to struggle as much, and neither do I. That's a win for everybody. Low bridges here.
Low bridges.
I think these are trails? There we go. There's a lot more buttons here in the cockpit to think about. Oh, spider webs, I saw those coming. Dang it. Bridge. Lunch lady land. Here we go. It's looking like level 3 is probably my best spot on these, to be with this motor on these wet routes. Suspension feels pretty good. Nice. We're still definitely in take it easy rehab mode. Like, we're not Not able to put down crazy amounts of power, but with the assist of the motor, it's making it possible for me to be out and climb through this chunky stuff. And that is awesome. Wow, this is a gnarly little climb. No worries. None at all. And that's just at level 3. Slightly wet, slightly snotty roots, no problem. Smooth, consistent power. I like that. All right, so we've made the climb to the top of the downhill trails out here at the playground. Boom. We got to mark our territory so everybody knows that we've been here. And if you make the climb all the way out here to the top of the playground trails, make sure you come over to the mailbox. Take a picture with our sticker, tag us in an Instagram, post it up. So it seems as there's been an addition to the detention trail. Let's take ourselves on down there and show you what I'm talking about. We're also going to take the time and, you know, be good riders and move this tree branch out of the way. I believe that is a whale tail, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, dude. Nice. And it looks like you might be able to get enough pop to clear onto the landing. Feels nice and firm, so we're gonna give it a roll. Krista's face after the climb.
To the hike up.
My face after the climb. So I think Krista and I are gonna have us a little whale tail session. And one of the benefits of the e-bike is I don't really need a long run-in to get up to speed. I know I said I wasn't gonna do anything crazy, but we're still gonna try this. Take it easy the first time. I just realized that was no e-assist too. He told me when I picked up the bike that it will turn itself off automatically after 5 minutes if I don't remember to do it myself. To which I replied, that's a good feature because I know I'm gonna forget. First ride, forgot. So let's try that again with a little bit of e-kick. It's one of the most essential parts of an e-bike is that it needs to be on. So here we go. Oh yeah, that's different. Holy shit. Okay, yeah, that was much different with the pedal assist. Oh boy.
This is weird.
Okay, now she's coming in with a head of steam. Just figuring out that G out in the middle here. There's a little bit of compression here. Woo! Trying to keep it smooth this time. It's like a pop the second part, not this. There we go. That was better. So Krista and I are at the top of the downhill trails. Since she made the climb on an analog bike, I'm gonna let her pick how we get down.
I hiked with an analog bike, but still. Yeah, let's see.
We could do detention.
Yeah, let's try that.
I mean, I'm no stranger to detention, that's for sure. So let's go.
I am a noob to detention.
Detention is the trail actually that we were just sessioning the whale tail on, so it's gonna be really awesome that Krista got to feel that, and then she's gonna get to ride the rest of the trail and see what it is. I don't remember this trail. I rode all of these one time. This could get interesting. Here we go, lap down detention.
All right.
Let's go. We'll see what the suspension looks like usage-wise when we get to the bottom of this. Still taking it easy though to make sure that I don't have any really big impacts on my knee. I think this is the way. Yep. And I have to say that doing a rehab day after it rains is probably not the best idea because it's definitely snotty and slick, but we're getting there. Yeah, the rear brake is definitely a little soft. So we're gonna have to address that before we head up to Thunder. It's a demo bike. It's probably hasn't been bled in a little while. Yeah, dude. Power! Here we go. We're just gonna climb this shit. Fuck it. Yeah, super easy. Nasty little gully full of all kinds of crap. Let's go. Right. The awesome thing about the e-assist is that I can just ride wherever I want to. I don't have to worry about, oh man, is this the right trail? Because if it's not, I'm not expending all that extra energy to find that out. And that's pretty cool. Yeah, I know, spider webs everywhere. Plethora of spider webs. All right, I'm gonna turn right here onto Taco Tuesday. Nice little rock roll there. That was a big spider web. It's like wrapped around my neck. Oh, they're the worst when you can really feel it. Like there could be a spider in that right now. Son of a bee. Definitely paying the bug tax today. When I stop, I'm getting swarmed by mosquitoes and gnats. And when I'm riding out in front, I'm taking care of all the spider webs for Krista. I can only hope that she's slow enough that the spiders have time to rebuild. Roll, that's cool. Roller! Probably should have switched gears. Not that direction though. This thing's supposed to like shifting under load, but it didn't seem to like that. Holy shit! Spider Patrol! That one's right in my mouth. Oop, oop. Come on, hey! Yeah, either this headset's noisier or it's just the handlebars. I think it might be the bars. I'm gonna check them because they're carbon bars. Carbon bars have the tendency to kind of whine a little bit sometimes. Nice squeeze, tight little squeeze through there. Kind of cool. Yeah, the power really comes in handy in those moments where you gotta stop, recompose, and just ratchet a little bit. Power right up this climb, no problem. Still at level 3. Now we're at level 5. Holy shit. Whew. Yeah, this bike is 100% a cheat code. That's exactly what I'm gonna call it. Today we're out riding the cheat code. Holy cow. Ooh, a little slippery there, little slippery there. Sorry for the silence, you guys. I'm just really enjoying this. Also, trying desperately to keep my mouth shut so I don't get spiders in it again. And I'm used to my other dropper post. Woo! Fun little bridge work. Punchy climb right here, punchy climb. Easy climb. Kidding, not easy. So as I suspected, we dropped Krista off at the car. She is done for the day. We're gonna go back out for just a little bit more. I gotta say, this thing is super fun, super playful for an e-bike. It's not really heavy, but that, I mean, that's also, you know, the whole SL part of it, is it's supposed to be. Oh, I missed that. Missed that berm. But yeah, that's the whole point. The SL is supposed to make it better, lighter, more tolerable, especially out on trails like this. All right, here we go, climbing time. Oh, I am in the wrong gear, definitely. But with the power of the E-motor, oh, and the transmission, we'll just drop a few gears, just like that, and we're good to go. So now for this lap, we've got it firmly planted in turbo, which is level 5. And we're just gonna see how that feels. Right now, it's an effortless climb. God, this is silly. One downside is when you brush up against a prickle bush, it really hurts. So we tried adjusting the bars, but they're still making that noise. I think it might be the headset. Oh, prickle bush, I remembered you, ha-ha! You didn't get me that time, you son of a bitch. I have no idea where I'm going, and I do not care, because I've got an e-bike right here and I can pedal anywhere. Yeah, dude. So let her rip. Tater chip. Woo. Hammer through that chunky stuff. Nice. Ooh, 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 lots of chunky weird stuff. No worries there. So one of the things I want to remember to make mention for you guys that I was told by the folks at Carbon when I picked up the bike is that this is one of their earlier production models. So when you go to the website and you pick out your bike, it's not going to come with these brakes or that display screen. It's going to come with a much more upgraded version of both. I believe the brake set is a Magura MT7 Pro, and then the screen is a nice color screen. Shows you a whole lot more data than just how much battery you got left and what power level you're at. So, just something to note. When we were talking about what bike I'd like to try, I told him what I was currently riding, and he tried to get me something as close to that as he could. And we've got ourselves a Zeb on this guy. It's a 160, not a 170 like we're used to, but it's 10 mils of travel. I'm pretty sure we can make do. It's gonna be a super fun couple of rides with this guy. Don't know how long we have it. He didn't give me a date to return it, so we're gonna keep it and ride it as many days as we can in as many ways as we can until he asks for it back. Maybe we'll get lucky and he'll let us demo one of the big e-bikes as well in the fleet and tell you guys how those are. Wow, dude. Stuff like this would normally have me a little bit nervous because of how wet it is and sloppy, but with that instant smooth power transfer of this Bafang motor, it really powers through this wet chunky stuff super well. It's not herky-jerky, the power comes out, like I've said many times, very smooth, and it doesn't give out in weird areas. Like I felt on the Bosch motors and some of the Specialized bikes that I've tried, it just doesn't quite feel as smooth. And this little guy has 75 Newton meters of torque. So if that's not enough for you, go do some squats. Because that is plenty of power. Especially when you combine that with the T-type transmission, the EXO drivetrain that this has on it, you're pretty good to go damn near anywhere. Nice. That is a tough corner. It is steep and snappy. So I know I haven't been as chatty as I am normally on most rides, but so I'm just trying to kind of feel this thing out, concentrate on what I like, concentrate on what I might not like, and just kind of try to form a valid opinion here. One thing I did notice, the motor gets hot. So be careful after a climb, getting your leg too close to it. It's like the exhaust on a car. Don't touch it. You might get burned. Nurse's office, here we go. Woo! Forgot that was coming. Some greenery that needs to be cut back in some areas because that was kind of a blind entry into that, but we handled it just fine. So far, the suspension seems to be doing a great job where I've got it set, so I think we might be okay. We'll see how it feels up at Thunder in the big chunk and all of the jumps and stuff. Whew, nice jump right there. I know I said I wasn't gonna get the wheels off the ground, but that was clearly a lie. Clearly a lie. This is awesome. Just riding and not even looking where you're going, or, you know, being worried about getting farther away from the car than you should be, because I'm not tired. This cab and e-bike is going to be absolutely what I needed for this knee rehab. Gives me the ability to get out, the confidence to ride for a good amount of time, get some mileage down on this leg, and make sure it's good to go. Steep, grassy, wet climb, no problem, dude. None whatsoever. Sweet. Holy fucking shit, this thing is fast! Drop the hammer in turbo mode. We are now down to 2 battery bars. That's legit heavy breathing. Fuck. I don't know how fast I was going, but I was going over the speed limit in the parking lot, I know that. Okay, you guys, that's gonna do it for our first rehab ride out here at the playground trails, and our first ride on the Powerline SL made by Carbon, a local bike shop just north of us in Massachusetts. Check them out. Go on their website. I'll link it down below. We'll put it on the screen right here. This is one of many different builds that they have. They have many different build levels. You can customize the options of the components that you'd like to have. This one here is definitely one that has a little bit more out of the ordinary components than what you'll see on the website, but you can get each and every one of these on your bike. Now, this is just an initial review. I went out, you kind of heard how I felt about it out there on the trails. It delivers a smooth power stroke at all levels. Level 3 was perfect for me today out there in the nasty, sloppy stuff. Had just enough grip, not any slip. Awesome, awesome time. Then we went back out, made another loop on power level 5. Power level 5, boy, that is where I would like to live. But it also uses a decent amount of power. We are down to 2 bars on the bike. We came here with 5. I don't know how many miles I rode. Let me check. So I rode 10 miles out here of some punchy, chunky stuff, and we're down to battery level 2 out of 5. I also dicked around with the turbo level on it, rode it at 5 for quite a while. So if you're not being conservative, yes, you can burn through some battery. But if you're being smart, play it safe, level 2 or 3, you could ride this thing all day and probably get another ride out of it the next day. But with all that said, the review will continue to evolve as we ride it more and take it to more places. But I hope you guys enjoyed the ride with us out there on the trails. And like we always say, get off that couch, get out of that chair, get on your bike. Maybe it's a Carbon, and go ride it somewhere. Power level 5, let's go! Trying to gauge in my mind if I should pretend like I'm really tired when Krista gets up here, or she'll know that I'm patronizing her. Tough climb.
Oh yeah. Usually I push a bit harder to try to keep up at least a little closer. But knowing he's on the e-bike, not gonna do that.
Woo! Low bridge! Watch your eyes!
Is this the way we're supposed to go? Ow, prickers! Fuck.
Oh, we picked up some debris. Looks like somebody had a interesting ride. Yikes!
Ow! I tripped on that little rock and fell into the wood. No, the camera's pointed that way. Ow. Give me limping away.
Hey, there she is.
Oh, we missed the bike park.
Wow. That's quite the set of tools. It's also quite the spider haven. So if you want to get tools out of this thing, you gotta be brave. Ooh, arachnophobes, beware. I don't know what it is about me and slugs at this place, but that's the second one. Actually, I don't want to put you on the flat top. That would be uncool. There you go, buddy. Here's some shade. Duck, 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 goose. And like we always say, get off your couch, get out of that chair. Wait, is that what we say?
Yeah?
Yeah.
I mean, you say it. I don't really say I don't think I've ever said it, but yes, we say it.